the Solar Flare decks. But let's see what we have here. Looks like we have Wolf Run Ramp on one hand. This is kind of the deck everyone's been battling with. Tons of Wolf Runs everywhere. 4 birds, 2 Llanowar Elves, all the stuff you would expect. Solemn. 3-man deck Batterskull though. Lots of Batterskulls and a Wormcoil engine. Looks like Zack Krizan is not fooling around with his Wolf Run Ramp. On the other hand, David Thomas playing looks like Solar Flare.
Yep. Looks like classic list versus classic list. So we'll see.
So David leads with Tainted Chapel, or Isolated Chapel, excuse me. An island. Zack just has 2 forests and no place. Think twice to draw a card there.
It's a Time Spiral art. I like the Time Spiral art a lot.
Yeah, I always run the Time Spiral one. The new one is okay, but
yeah, it's good, but you gotta think back.
I like the nostalgia factor of Time Spiral, which is double nostalgia because it's Time Spiral. So.
Nostalgiaception.
Yeah, exactly. go a level deeper. See Liliana hiding out in Davis Thomas's hand there. If you can land that this turn and kill that Dungrove Elder, that's going to be huge. He does have a Day of Judgment there too, I think.
Flashes back
twice. Draws Elish Norn. 1 Elish Norn in his deck. It's good against all his Inkmoth Nexus.
And that Inkmoth Nexus has been running kind of wild lately.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good card. Let's see. Looks like he drew a Dissipate.
I don't think he has another land. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Do you think you day here or just pass? He just chooses
to pass.
Pass. That's one thing about the Solar Flare deck is Liliana is really powerful, but the mana can't support it very easily.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably going to dissipate that Solemn here, and then so he can Liliana the way the Dungrove Elder, or maybe just planning on wrapping the board.
Well, he doesn't have a second black, so he might just let it land and go for the day, so we can at least, quote 2 for 1.
Yeah. Solemn Simulacrum. 3 cards in 1.
Yeah.
That's an awesome little reprint there.
I know all the Commander folks out there are probably pretty happy about that reprint too, so it's not as expensive.
Of course, Zack running the old version, the nice little Jens Thorin artwork. Another invitational card. Forgot to mention that one when Zack and I were talking about it earlier, but it's a good one.
Right. Oh, there's a swamp for the Forbidden Alchemy, but let's see. There's a Batterskull and an island. I can't see what the 4th card is. It kind of looks like a Plains, but
looks like. I think you take the swamp here.
I think so too. 'Cause Liliana's really good. However, he's just gonna sacrifice the Solemn, obviously, but he might just go for the day, which is fine too. Yeah, I think that's a Plains. Looks like a fancy Plains.
So he puts a swamp into the graveyard. He's taking a Plains instead.
Interesting.
What would he need 4 white mana for?
White Sun Zenith? Oh wait, no, that's 3.
It's only 3, yeah. Okay, so he uses the black to despise Zack. He's a triple Garrett. Triple Garrett birds. Is that Beast Within?
Yep.
Man,
that is a powerful, powerful hand.
He's got
triple Garrett.
Garrett, yeah. I think if he was going to Wrath this turn, I think he would have done that first so he draws the card and sees more cards to choose from.
Yeah, that was...
So if he does this first, maybe that means he's not planning to Wrath?
Oh, that's an Isolated Chapel in his hand.
Oh, okay, that's an Isolated Chapel, sure.
Okay.
Although I still think he has to Wrath because he can't really afford to minus, and everything will...
Well, the Isolated Chapel's going to come in tapped.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he's just going to play it tapped? I don't know if I like that. I think...
He's thinking. Oh, he's thinking hard.
All right, 2.
So, let's see.
4.
Yeah, he's going to go for the day.
All right, yeah, day, everything away. I think you have to day this.
I think so.
That Dungrove Elder's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, and then, he just drops Garrick and draws 4 cards.
I wonder what card he drew there.
Looks like Zenith.
Okay. Good to know about, but he couldn't have taken it with the Despise anyway, so he didn't lessen his options.
Yeah. All right.
Looks like his hand. Is that a Batterskull in his hand too? Yeah. So it looks like he plucked a Batterskull this turn.
Yeah, I think you dropped the Batterskull here.
Or a Garrick.
Or a Garrick. I mean, that's fine too.
I like Garrick. Man, those Garricks are so good. It
Oh,
took a while for both of them to see play, but both Relentless and Primal Hunter showing up all over the place.
Yeah. That's a green Power Ranger? That's pretty awesome.
That is a pretty awesome token, actually. Perfect for a beast.
One of the things I always like about going to Magic tournaments is you almost always hear the doo 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 for somebody's ringtone. All right, so he's gonna plop down Liliana.
Okay, there's Liliana. And you think he's gonna go minus to kill off that beast, or plus to discard?
Yeah, he's gonna get rid of that Power Ranger. Is that an Unburial Rights in his hand?
Ooh. If it's Unburial Rights, you could reanimate that Elishnorn next turn by going +1 discard.
Yeah. Well, no, Liliana's gonna die. He's just gonna go attack it with Inkmoth Nexus.
Yeah, likely. As long as Zack feels comfortable doing that, which he likely will. Unless he really needs that land, which he might for the Green Thumb Zenith. So if he's worried about that land going away, could be something that happens. We'll see. Yep, attacks. Bye-bye, Liliana.
Bye, Liliana.
I guess either way, it would have died that way, right? So might as well get rid of the Beast token. And Green Power Ranger is back. Isn't Do 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 the Kim Possible theme song? Or is that the Power Ranger theme song? I didn't watch Power Rangers when I was a kid.
I didn't watch Kim Possible.
Oh, no.
No, it's Go Go Power Rangers.
I believe you.
Attention Magic players, we're looking for Lance Barons.
Different ages, I guess.
You need to make your way over to side events right now.
Oh, you're not that much younger than me.
No, I guess not. On you. Yeah, my parents wouldn't let me watch Power Rangers.
It's the devil. See, so he drops a mountain, then it's like David's untapping. Let's see what he does.
Well, at least I got to play Magic. So. If he has a 7th land, he can play that Elishnorn. And there's a Ghost Quarter. Elishnorn will get some work done, that's for sure. Although, she still has about a Beast Within, right?
Yeah, he does still have the Beast Within, which is... But, I mean, I think he has an Unburial Rights in his hand.
Yep. So kill it, get a 3/3, that's fine. Our 3/3s will trade up. And then, bam. Elishnorn. That even makes sure that Garrick's ultimate isn't as good, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Because that Garrick is heading into ultimate range. Can go up to 6 counters this turn if Zack chooses to not draw cards. And dealing with all those worms is hard. It's not easy work.
Let's see, so Zack's kind of in the tank.
Let's see. Think twice in David's graveyard, but you can't do much this turn with it.
And looks like David's got a Phantasmal Image in his hand too.
Do not Phantasmal Image Elishnorn though. Do not recommend that. Yeah, so Beast within the Elishnorn, that has to happen.
Yeah.
The Beast will probably trade up, which they do.
And he makes another Beast. And looks like another Dungrove Elder. And then he ships.
Alright.
So let's see.
Now, time for some Unburial Rights, I think.
I think Elishnorn's coming back with a vengeance.
Rah, 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 rah.
Makes Dungrove Elder just a lowly 2/2.
but ever-growing. I have an ever-growing 2/2.
It's got a Darkslick Shores, Phantasmal Image. Looks like...
Did he not move his Garrick up?
He did. There's a itty-bitty little die next to the big one.
Does that big one only go to 5? Is that a 5-sided dice?
I don't know.
I guess the red is like the critical mass die. If you see the red die come out, you're like, uh-oh, this is bad news.
Looks like David had a Worm Coil engine in his hand.
Alright. Well, I think he's probably just going to reanimate.
Yeah, I think that's the correct play.
Yeah, and back comes Elishnorn. Bazinga. Here we go.
And shrink your dudes and pass the turn. Not a bad play.
Yeah, seems reasonable. Put Elishnorn on the battlefield. Now, Zack still has that Zenith. If he draws another land, he could go get a Primeval Titan. But the Elishnorn shuts off the Inkmoth Nexus from doing anything.
I wonder why he tapped his Ghost Quarter. I would have held it up for, well, I take that back. Forgot. Yeah. Elishnorn.
Yeah, Nexus doesn't do so much.
Nope.
I mean, maybe you'll leave it up in case you're worried about, like, Beast Within or something.
Yeah.
But it depends if you want to bluff.
Like
black
Doom
mana.
Blade.
Yeah, exactly. Which is not unreasonable.
Zack is in the tank.
Yeah, I don't think either player is necessarily super far ahead here.
No.
I think the game has plenty of play left. And now Zack has to choose which line he wants to go on. Does he want to draw cards with Garrick? Does he want to ultimate Garrick? What does he want to build for? Does he want to try and Zenith up a Titan? Play Batterskull?
He's definitely got some options. But if he draws cards with Garrick, he's only going to draw 2.
Yeah.
Which is good, but, you know.
3 loyalty, you know, it's not really worth it.
But he does have another Garrick in hand.
Right, so I think I would like go ultimate and then slam another Garrick. Yeah, there we go. It's worm time. So 6/4/4 worms because of Elishnorn. So not quite as good as it could be, but still pretty reasonable.
Nice. 6/4/4s?
6/4/4.
6/4, not quite as good, but
Yeah, 6/6 is better than 6/4/4s. Still pretty reasonable, I think. Oh, we even have a worm token thanks to Star City Games' friendly judge staff.
All right, Magic
We're
players,
so
we have one spot left for the Legacy Win Box of the day. If you'd like to come up, you'll launch it. We're looking
Good
for
grief,
one more for the Legacy Win Box. Or we're looking for Lance.
Wow.
That's just a
Token.
generic token.
we might have run out of worms.
And there's Garrick.
And I think here comes, yep,
A beastie.
and a beast.
Alright.
Nice.
Another beast. And wow, yeah. That was certainly brutal. The question is how David can manage that. Does he have another day? Does he have a way to interact?
He's got a Worm Coil Engine, Phantasmal Image, and I think that was another Dark Slick Shores. Yep.
So if he could go Worm Coil Image it, right? And
Yeah.
then he can pretty easily stem off that assault of worms, because if he attacks, he gains 6, will go up to 24. He can block 3 of them and take 4, 8, 12, 17, 19. Or sorry, those are smaller. Yeah, I think he's fine if he clones that Worm Coil Engine.
And there goes the...
Yeah, gain 12 life, go up to 28 when he blocks.
All right, so it looks like he is all in
Zack
on
can
some
attack.
Elishnorn and some worms. I mean, well, the worms are 8/8s too. From Elishnorn.
What?
The worms are 8/8s.
Oh, the Worm Coil Engines. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
like, wait,
confusing. The Worm Coil Engines.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot the Worm Coil Engines were 8/8, so that's 16, so 30, 32 life. Yeah, Zack can't attack here at all. Now, if he has a way to kill the Elishnorn, he could maybe attack.
Yeah.
I don't think he does. There's a forest.
Oh, I think he's gonna Zenith up a Titan now.
All right, well, that's
Go and get
certainly
maybe a wolf run.
good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all you can get, really, because Inkmoth Nexus doesn't do so much.
Nope.
Worth noting, Zack is only playing 1 wolf run. Most decks have 2 or more.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
He also still has that Batterskull in hand.
Yeah, that's true. He does have a badge he can play down, equip maybe if he wants to. If you equip it to a worm that's still pretty big, can smash up on some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
But with only 1 wolf run in his deck, that means if David Ghost Quarters the wolf run, Zack doesn't have another to go get.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, that's risky dingo.
That is risky. Let's see. Zack
Let's see.
draws a bunch of cards with Garrick. Draws 4.
David only has 1 day of judgment.
Yes, it's true.
Ooh. Although he has 2 Snapcaster mages, so he can always draw Snapcaster and flash it back if he starts to get in trouble. But I think he's fine.
Yeah,
I don't think he really wants a Wrath here.
No, I think he's perfectly content leaving his Elishnorn and his 2 Worm Coil Engines
Yeah.
to play. One of those Worm Coil Engines can probably even start attacking. It trades with 2 worm tokens, and you get 2 5/5 worms in exchange. Maybe not. Maybe that's not right. You don't really want to do that, I guess.
See Zack he's tanking. Oh, buddy. He's trying to figure out how to get out of this.
Yeah, this is a weird situation in Constructed. It's like a strange board style. What kind of board style is this? 6/4/4 worms, 2/1/1 beasts, and a Dungrove Elder versus 2 8/8 Worm Coil Engines and an Elishnorn.
Oh,
this
my
is
goodness.
not a limited format. This is a Constructed board style. What is going on? He could Acidic Slime, he could Zenith and Acidic Slime away a Worm Coil Engine. I don't even know.
Let's see. have anything else or no? It's got some blasphemous acts on the board. That would be pretty good right now.
Yeah, although I guess you wouldn't bring it in, but yeah.
Oh, no. All right, he's going to Zenith.
I think, so he's doing for 5, so he's just going to get Acidic Slime, kill a Worm Coil Engine. And then David will get 2 worms. I don't know. Alright, yeah, there's the slime. And the slime instantly dies because of Elish Norn, but it still gets to come into play.
Sure.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
If you don't know, stuff comes into play, triggers are triggered basically, and then state-based effects are checked.
Right, yeah, it triggers as it comes into play, and then state-based actions are checked, and then it dies. A sad, sad death.
Good old rules. State-based actions, I always forget that's what it's called. I'm so old school, state-based effects and all that. Bad guy.
It's okay. I mean, geez, you're up in the big wigs now. You could change it if you want to.
I sit right next to Matt Tabak, just be like, Matt, I think we should change the wording on this.
No. All right, so he's coming in swinging.
All right. So those Worm Coil Engines, it's bashy time for those Worm Coil Engines. So those engines trade with 2 worms apiece. So we could go double block on each of them and trade 4 worms. And then David would have 4 worm... Oh, this is going to be confusing. They don't have 4 worm tokens. I hope nobody casts Sever the Bloodline or things are going to get crazy.
Oh my goodness.
If you sever a Bloodline, one of Zack's worm tokens, you would also get David's worms tokens. They're different tokens with the same name. That's really weird.
Yeah.
Man, that is peculiar.
But I don't think anybody's playing Sever the Bloodline.
No, there are no Sever the Bloodlines.
Nope. So we won't have to worry about that.
For a second, it blew my mind. Earlier, we saw a Bloodline Keeper sever the Bloodline. That was pretty awesome.
Ooh.
And there were 2 of them in play. Pretty crazy. All right, Sun Titan. Oh dear.
Oh my goodness.
Returns a Ghost Quarter.
Yep. Not looking good for Zack.
So Zack just took all that damage.
Wow.
David's up to 32 right now.
Good gravy.
Yeah, indeed. Somebody on Dale Smith on Twitter asks, "Are you on Twitter, Callie?"
I don't have a personal Twitter account, but I do do the SCG Judge account.
Go.
So we ask Judge questions, and we do what we call tweetorials.
It's actually awesome. You can follow and hear questions and be like, "Oh, well, what about this weird rule? You know the answer to this?" And
yeah, we answer questions and all that fun stuff. I love it. It's my baby. But it's at SCG Judge if you're interested in following us.
There you go.
All right, so let's see. Zack's thinking about dropping the Batter Skull, which he does.
All right.
I think that's a fine choice.
And Dungrove Elder. This board state is just ridiculous.
I know, goodness gracious.
2 Dungrove Elders and a Batter Skull and 3 Beast tokens and 6 worms.
David flashes back Think Twice. And what does he think about? Let's see.
Such a weird board state.
Yeah. So he's got a Mana Leak
and land, I think. Or was that another Worm Coil engine? Well, he only has 1 engine, so it can't be that.
Yeah, it looked like a another land.
And I think it's like a Ghost Quarter or something.
All right, so he Forbidden Alchemies.
Did Zack not kill anything with his Acidic Slime? He killed the Ghost Quarter.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Oh, that's right. He killed the Ghost Quarter. That's what came back.
And it came back with Sun Titan.
Joseph Pyro on Twitter asks if he missed using this Acidic Slime, but he killed the Ghost Quarter. Okay, that's what happened.
All right, so what did David get with his Forbidden Alchemy? I missed that. It's like he binned a land and...
Looks like a land, a Mana Leak.
And something else.
Maybe Think Twice might be in there too. I'm not sure. All right, so David attacks with Sun Titan and both worms. They're all 8/8s right now. You can return something with Sun Titan if you so choose.
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten back Liliana.
I'm kind of surprised he hasn't got back Liliana too, because he can just build toward the ultimate. That'd be a good way of clearing up this game state, right?
It's like you can have some of these guys, some of those guys. your creatures or your lands.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised he just didn't return to Liliana right there. That's really weird.
But
chooses to get back something else instead.
which he might have a reason.
But, yeah.
Attention Magic players, it's your
Alright, so now he's
time
gonna do
to
some
your
blocking.
seedings for deck construction have been posted on the Star City Games banner nearest the side of the stage on the blue paper. Again, your seedings for deck
Looks like
construction
Batter's
have
going
been
in front of
posted
Sun
on the
Titan,
blue
or
paper
2 Worm Tokens in front of Sun
hanging from the
Titan.
Star City Games banner. Please find your seats.
Oh, these Worm Tokens are finally biting the dust, it looks like.
Yep. It's been quite the battle.
Indeed.
We're gonna go
All
2
right.
worms on each of the worm coils.
Got 2 worms on everything. So all the worms are going to trade for all of David's board, or all of David's on Elish board, but he's going to get 4 worm coil tokens.
Oh,
So
goodness gracious.
those worms will trade over to David's side.
Wowee. It's getting kind of wormy over here. Oh!
Well said, well said.
He's just like, yeah, you can just ship me your worms.
Little squirmy wormy. Alright, so that clears the board up a little bit, except for soon we'll have 4 more worm coil engines, or 4 worm coil engine
David
tokens.
goes up to, let's see, he gains 16 more off of that, so
Yeah.
he should be at
32, so 48?
Yep.
Yeah, 48.
Woo.
Gets some Yo MTG taps.
Nice.
Tokens. Very nice, very nice. Gotta admire his style. But he's still missing 2.
Yeah, he
two-
should have a couple more of those. But, well, we might just be like, all right, we got 2 of these and 2 of those. But,
And see if David does anything else here.
and he still got the Unburial rights to flash back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, in case
Get
something...
back another worm coil engine. Oh.
Or another Sun Titan. Or if his Elish Norn gets Beast Within, he has a backup plan.
And Zack is running 3 Beasts Within, so I mean, a Beast Within could really turn this game around.
Yeah, or it'd take 2, because let's see, if he killed it with Beast Within, he'd take a bunch, but then he could rebuy the Elish Norn. I don't know.
True.
It's crazy to feel.
There we go.
Fellow SCG Live commentator Joey Pasco featured on the right one of those life death tokens. Big Head Joe on the left. Looks like we're getting rid of the OMTG taps tokens. Sad face.
Aw.
Why are there only 2?
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, we got different art for the lifelink and death touch here.
All right. Well, now that little kerfluffle's been resolved, we're going to Unburial Rights, back Sun Titan, getting back Phantasmal Image on Sun Titan.
And then getting back Liliana, you can do it.
Oh
There,
man.
come on.
I really like getting back Liliana here.
I like getting back Liliana too. Because I mean, it's not like he can really attack into that board, you know.
Yeah, not unless he draws Beast with him.
He just gets back a land.
Man.
I wonder if he knows he can get back Liliana.
Ah, maybe that's what happened. Wow.
Or maybe he's just waiting for the right moment.
I
Even though I feel like right now is the right moment.
Yeah,
But he might have a plan.
I mean, I think David's in really good shape.
Oh, of course.
It's just that if he has Liliana, the ultimate would actually be very relevant. I don't think I've ever seen the ultimate do much, but usually like Liliana dies before that point,
Yeah.
or you go -2 kill a creature, or they just concede. But in this case, it would legitimately be an interesting time to use that ultimate, and only take 3 turns.
Yeah, to see how he divvies up the permanents.
Yeah, I mean, how would you run? Would you go lands and creatures, or another Dungrove Elder enters the fray?
Oh, and there's Primeval Titan. Prime time. Krizan gets another Inkmoth Nexus and the Wolf Run. But
Alright.
he's got 2 Sun Titans and a Ghost Quarter, so I don't think that Wolf Run's sticking around.
Nah, I think that Wolf Run is going away, and Zack once again only with 1 Wolf Run in his deck. If I were Zack, I kind of feel you still kind of do have a chance if you can draw a Beast Within, but man, time is winding down for this
Yeah.
first game, and you won't be able to have enough time to finish a match.
Yeah.
There's about 22 minutes left in the round.
Woo.
So this match is taking over half their time, or this single game rather, taking over half their time. So Ghost Quarters, the Wolf Run,
Bye-bye, Wolf Run.
gets a forest. And now if you're David Thomas, you just serve with a bunch of creatures probably.
Yeah, I mean, he's in really good shape here.
Attack with 2 Sun Titans.
All right, let's see. He gets back to Ghost Quarter and gets back
There we
Liliana.
go.
Yes.
All right, gets back to Liliana the Veil. And now, all right. So attacking, leaving the one of the two tokens back. I'm not sure if those are the life link or death touch ones. I imagine they're the. Well, I'm actually not sure.
Probably the Death Touch ones. To take care of those Dungrove Elders.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm not sure which one they are. I'm trying to figure out what would make most sense. How big those Dungrove Elders are. Because if the Dungrove Elders would just eat up those tokens, but I don't think they do. Yeah, Alex Varno points out on Twitter, Ratchet Bomb would be a good one right now.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that Ratchet Bomb would do quite a bit of work. Let's see, so... They don't have any Ratchet Bombs in their sideboard, do they? No.
Nope.
I mean, how often have you seen Garrick Ultimate and the game still play for like 10 turns?
I know, right? It's crazy.
This board state is quite ridiculous. If you're just joining us, I'm Gavin Verhey here with Callie Anderson in round 5 of the Star City Games Open Series. On your left is a board state of epic proportions. 3 Dungrove Elders, a Beast token, 3 6/6 Worms created by Garrick, a Batterskull with its token, a Primeval Titan, and a Garrick Primal Hunter off to the side. On your right, that's 4 Wormcoil Engine tokens, a Sun Titan with Phantasmal Image copying a Sun Titan, a Liliana the Veil, and then an Eldish Norn, messing everything up for everybody. So basically, the power and toughness on everything are altered. Everything Zack has gets -2/-2. Everything David has gets +2/+2. This game is well over 25 minutes. And
yeah. But, I mean, it's not like they've been, slow playing or anything. I mean, they've been grinding through it, but it's been rough.
Yeah. Yeah, this turn is crazy.
It's nuts.
All right, so he's like, all right, this will trade here. Not even sure how these are blocked exactly.
I bet David is really missing Creeping Tar Pit right now.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
How insane would that be?
Those Zendikar lands.
Woo-hoo-hoo. All right.
So, David's Sun Titan dies. And now he's got Liliana on the battlefield. He still hasn't used it this turn. Probably just go +1 with it.
Let's see.
Taps.
It's like he might be going to flashback of Forbidden Alchemy.
That's certainly reasonable. Taps a ton of mana. Boatload. Oh, he's got another Sun Titan in his hand.
Oh!
Goodness gracious.
Wowee.
Oh dear.
See? Yep,
Get back to
land.
island.
Oh, Zack is just like frowns.
Zack up to 6 life thanks to that Batterskull. Alright. And now he's gonna he goes -2 on Liliana. Okay.
Okay.
Kills Zack's Beast token. I kinda like plussing there, but each their own.
Well, whittling down his side of the board so he can, come in with an alpha strike is I think that's fair, especially because Zack's at 6. And I mean he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers to his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures. So I mean if he can push through 6 damage, he takes the game, and I'm pretty sure they're wanting to finish up this first game so they can go on to the next.
So David flashes back think twice, draws Phantasmal Image.
Oh wow.
As long as he doesn't copy the Elish Norn, he'll be in good shape. Alright, copies
Primeval Titan.
Primeval Titan. This board is so insane. I haven't seen anything like this in Standard for a long time.
Wow.
So to reiterate, board is now Dungrove Elder, Batterskull with the token, Beast token from Primeval Titan on Zack's side, versus Liliana, Phantasmal Image on Sun Titan, 4 Womb Coil Engine tokens, 2 of each, Elish Norn, and Phantasmal Image on Sun Titan.
On Primeval Titan.
On Primeval Titan, sorry. Phantasmal Image on Primeval Titan. I can't even keep it straight.
My goodness.
Infinite lands for David Thomas, including on Ghost Quarter. That's untapped right now.
And Zack draws a force. Honestly, I think if I was Zack, I might be getting ready to pack it in and go on to the next game.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got to win 2 games in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, he absolutely. I think if you're Zack, even if you draw Beast Within and kill Elish Norn, you're still gonna lose. So I would just concede here.
Yeah, like
I can't. I'm looking down his deck list. I can't think of any sequence of plays that'll get him out of it.
Like. He's thinking, but honestly, I feel like he's just wasting precious time right now.
Yeah, I mean, 15 minutes is not a lot of time. Now, granted, the Wolf Run deck can win quickly, so I think it can get through 2 games in 15 minutes.
Sure.
But
especially against Solar Flare.
Yeah, for sure. But if if it gets down to 10 minutes, there's just no way. And David Thomas, I'm sure, just like I'm just trying to win. Like, I'm doing all this stuff.
Well.
Oh, man. Kyle Abrams on Twitter, all in caps. This is why you play Consecrated Sphinx. Play more flyers.
Right. So he makes a beast, drops
another Batter Skull. It's mana leaked. And he can't pay with all that mana.
Insult to injury. Owie.
Alright, yeah, Batter Skull down.
Still doesn't pack it in, but maybe he thinks he still has a shot.
I'm really surprised he hasn't conceded. At 6 life versus 40, I mean, even if he survives for like 5 more turns, how is he going to win? There's an active Liliana on the table. There's 2 Sun Titans,
There's just rough.
Yeah, I would just concede if I was Zack here. Varno asks on Twitter, could another Garrick ultimate win? I don't think even another Garrick ultimate would do it.
I don't think so either.
If you ultimate Garrick, you attack with everything. David has enough blockers, enough life gain, and they're all shrunk because of Elish Norn. And Liliana's just going to ultimate too, which will wipe away a ton of those tokens.
And go for the throat.
On the beast token. That'll get rid of the Batter Skull.
Cody Hamilton and Garrett Young to the scorekeeper station, please. Cody Hamilton.
He's
and
getting ready
Garrett
to just
Young,
go all in.
I think he's done the math, and I think an Alpha Strike will do it here.
All right.
All right. Finally, that game is over. He concedes. There is 14 and a half minutes left on the clock.
They may have an extension.
They probably have a slight extension because
not much.
Various moving over feature match table, and there was that ruling with the Worm Coil Engines earlier that felt took a minute or two, where they're like, we're trying to find tokens to put into play.
The judge might have given them a few minutes for
that. I could see them like 2 minutes there, but regardless, they have under 20 minutes left.
Yep. If Zack wants to pull this one out, he's got to get 2 very, very fast draws.
Yeah, definitely.
And let's see, what can David bring in?
Let's see what he can do here. Day of Judgment seems like a good one to have.
Flash Freeze.
Dissipate. Blade Rain, do you like Surgical Extraction here?
I don't know. I mean, Wolf Run Ramp has so many different routes to victory. I think Surgical Extraction's not going to quite do it.
Yeah. It's also so situational. You draw it early on. Plus, Zack's going to be aiming for a quick hand, too, so we can finish out the game. Surgical Extraction not so effective there. What do you think he's going to take out here? We see quite a few cards in the main deck that all seem solid. Hard to know what you're going to want to take out if you want to bring in, say, like 2 days, 2 dissipates, 2 flash freeze. It's like 6 cards.
Is a good question.
Maybe you take out a Batter Skull.
A Batter Skull. I mean, I don't know. That's tough. I mean, he could.